The murder of Chandra Levy. The murder of Chandra Levy, a 24-year-old intern with the Federal Bureau of Prisons in Washington, D.C., captured national attention due to the involvement of a prominent congressman and the high-profile investigation that followed. Levy disappeared in May 2001, and her remains were found a year later in Rock Creek Park. The case saw significant media coverage, political controversy, and a long, convoluted path to justice. Background: Chandra Ann Levy, born on April 14, 1977, in Cleveland, Ohio, Chandra Levy was an ambitious young woman who had recently completed her internship in Washington, D.C. She was originally from Modesto, California, and had a keen interest in a career in federal law enforcement. Disappearance. May 1, 2001, Chandra Levy was last seen alive. She had recently completed her internship with the Federal Bureau of Prisons and was preparing to return to California. On the day of her disappearance, she canceled her gym membership and was last seen on surveillance footage at a health club. Investigation. Initial search: Chandra's parents reported her missing on May 6, 2001, after failing to hear from her. The D.C. Metropolitan Police Department initially treated the case as a missing person. Investigators found her apartment undisturbed, with her wallet, credit cards, and identification left behind. However, her laptop indicated she had been searching for information about Rock Creek Park, a large national park in Washington, D.C. Gary Condit. The case gained national attention due to Chandra's reported relationship with U.S. Congressman Gary Condit, a married man representing California's 18th congressional district. Condit initially denied any involvement but later admitted to having an affair with Levy. Despite intense media scrutiny and investigation, Condit was never named a suspect, though his political career suffered significantly. Rock Creek Park search. Despite early searches, it wasn't until May 22, 2002, that Levy's skeletal remains were found in a remote area of Rock Creek Park by a man walking his dog. The condition of the remains suggested that she had likely been murdered shortly after her disappearance. Investigation and legal proceedings. Initial focus: the investigation initially struggled due to a lack of evidence and witnesses. Attention focused on Levy's relationship with Condit, which, while scandalous, did not yield any direct evidence linking him to the crime. Breakthrough. In 2009, the case took a significant turn when Ingmar Guindique, an illegal immigrant from El Salvador already imprisoned for attacking women in Rock Creek Park, was charged with Levy's murder. Guindique had been convicted of attacking 2 other women in the park around the time of Levy's disappearance. Investigators linked him to Levy's murder based on similarities in the modus operandi and testimony from a cellmate who claimed Guindique confessed to the crime. Trial and conviction. Trial. Guindique's trial began in October 2010. The prosecution's case was largely circumstantial, relying on testimony from Guindique's former cellmate and the similarities between Levy's murder and the other attacks. The defense argued there was no direct evidence linking Guindique to the crime. Conviction. On November 22, 2010, Guindique was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years in prison. Controversy and retrial. Appeal. Guindique's conviction was appealed on the grounds that the prosecution's key witness, the cellmate who claimed Guindique confessed, had lied about expecting benefits for his testimony. In 2015, Guindique was granted a new trial due to these issues with the witness's credibility. Dropped charges. In July 2016, the U.S. Attorney's Office announced it would not proceed with a retrial, citing the lack of sufficient evidence to prove Guindique's guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Subsequently, Guindique's charges were dropped, and he was deported to El Salvador. Impact and legacy. Media and public attention. The murder of Chandra Levy captivated the nation, largely due to the involvement of Congressman Condit and the intense media coverage. The case highlighted issues related to media sensationalism and the pressures faced by high-profile investigations. Gary Condit's career. The case effectively ended Condit's political career. Despite not being officially implicated, the public perception of his involvement and the scandal surrounding his affair with Levy damaged his reputation irreparably. Cold case status. With the charges against Guindique dropped, the murder of Chandra Levy remains officially unsolved. The case continues to be a subject of public interest and speculation. Conclusion. As we explore the murder of Chandra Levy on True Crime, we will delve into the detailed timeline of events, the investigation, and the broader societal implications of this high-profile case. Join us as we examine the evidence, the impact on the community, and the ongoing debates about justice, media influence, and political scandal. The story of Chandra Levy serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities and challenges inherent in solving cases involving public figures and the relentless pursuit of truth and justice.